Please note that this content is for adults only. Viewer discretion advised. If you haven't yet, hit the subscribe, like, and share. Hello everyone and welcome back to another live stream with me, Grizzly K. We are looking at some potential updates in the search for the fugitive, Danelo Cavalcante. I just asked for you to please treat me as a human being, okay? I'm not just here like, entertain us, please. You know, I'm here, I'm watching the news, okay? I've been lurking all the time. But when some of you are in other chats, I'm lurking and you're like, oh, Grizzly's so lame. Why isn't she live right now? It's 1:30 in the morning almost for me. But here I am, okay? I'm committed. I'm with you. Just don't talk to me like that, okay? So what I've got here is a map, okay, which shows 1035 Ballintree Lane and 1662 Waterglen Drive. And it's something they just said on the scanners. And I'm like, what? So it's like, it looks to me like, look how narrow that area. They're like zoning in on this area. There was apparently, from what I saw on social media, which I just told you in the last stream, I got to take with a pinch of salt, grain of salt, whatever you prefer, okay? But I'm listening. I'm lurking. And they say there was a 911 call, and one of the residents said that they saw a man running through the woods. And so then there was a lot of police activity, okay? So something's happening. You could see the chopper is back up here as well. This one is a Bell 407. So things are happening, okay? So this is what we got going on. Now I'm going to put the scanner on here for you. Let me just unmute it quickly and put it on. Okay. So we're listening.
Guys, ready? You can jump out.
They said they're going to have, I don't know what they called it now. It was they said line walkers. Line walkers. I think that's the words they used. They're going in, okay? So we're watching the chopper here. Yes, I've seen that Nik is a guy that's local there that's live right now at that roadblock area. So all we can really see is a roadblock, okay? So I'm listening to the scanner. There's nothing on it right now. Don't worry, they'll talk in a moment. I've been following. But yes, number 1, don't underestimate me. Number 2, don't order me around, okay? I'm here for you guys, always. You know I'm passionate about this stuff. And I want to see him caught as badly as you do. Do you think I'm sleeping? What do you think I'm doing? So I live in the Netherlands, you guys. It's 1:15 in the morning. And I'm not meeting my obligations to go on my morning trots with my husband. But it's fine. We're here, okay? We are here. Doing it. I want to see this guy caught. It would be amazing if like now things are heating up, things are happening. Oh my word, please, 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 just catch this guy. Yes, please. Right? Okay, so I'm also just saying all the stuff just so that you know, please don't treat content creators like that. Just, we're human beings. We're in all different time zones, all over the place, and we do our very best, okay? So now what I've got here is this scanner, which I actually heard about from Nik's Twitter stream. And I'm like, another scanner one. So it's not the, what was the other one? It was Chester County Law Enforcement. It was Broadcastify. That one is only like one. It's only the Chester County Law Enforcement Dispatch. But this one, they seem to like bounce between a whole bunch. They've gone real quiet now. Huh? You guys have gone quiet now. What's going on here? But anyway, I heard on that scanner that they were getting a line walkers between these two areas here. That's cool. Imagine if it's going to be, how do I show this? Like, okay, a line from here. Imagine if it's going to be like a line of people here and a line of people here. And they're like closing in on this guy. Closing in. Oh my word. Yes, yes. Get him. Nikki Lewis. So Broadcastify is one of them. Sure. The other one here is called, I'll put it in the chat here for you guys as well. And this one, I believe, listens to, as you can see, East Pikeland, Central Fire Response, West Fire Response, all kinds of things, all kinds of them, okay? So, yes. Thank you, Miss Wales. Thank you, everyone.
844, you gotta clear out that phone.
Okay.
844, okay. Go ahead.
Oh, listen, listen. I'm going to put this on this side so we can monitor many things at once. Okay, they're not saying anything. Nope, there's still just the press conference there. I'll pin the Facebook page. Let's watch the chopper go. And they were saying, again, Waterglen Drive. They're still focused on Waterglen Drive, which is pretty amazing. Still now, focused on Waterglen Drive. Okay. Do I look tight? Pulled myself together. Okay. I always want to look my best for you as well. Takes effort. Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. You guys are very sweet. So we're like, Gisela. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, M. Liebrecht, you said a bunch of us went there. We took a break. I was there. I was lurking every time. I was lurking. I lurk on all the streams. I lurk on all the Twitter things.
With a 91-year-old female coming from Wellington Court Memory Care Unit after a fall.
That's something different.
The patient apparently made her way to her room to use the restroom. It fell off the commode at some point. Was found by staff on the floor.
I'm just going to mute it for a second. That's something else, okay? That was something about Paoli. Am I saying it right yet? Paoli Hospital. You guys all sending me the pronunciation. Paoli Hospital. Okay. So, Dave said, I find it weird that he hasn't left. I hope he didn't evade them. It's so weird. Like, if they do really catch him in this little wooded area, damn. And also, oh my word, I mustn't forget to show you that. Wait, let me find it. There was a little news clip that I watched that I actually shared on Twitter now. And in it, they said, okay, hold on, don't laugh. I'm trying not to laugh at this guy. I'm like, this guy doesn't know how to survive. This little 5 foot, 120-pound man. He's stealing peaches, apples, and snappies. That's what he stole from a home? And the guy in the home said, because he said he believes he saw him in his home. The guy in the home said, he flicked his lights on and off like 5 times. And then Cavalcante did the same. I'm like, that's weird. Why does he do that? Julie Bean said, thank you, Gisela, for getting up in the middle of the night to stream this with us. We appreciate you. It is my pleasure. You know I'm here for you guys. Okay. Thank you. So while I find that quickly, hold on. We're going to get it quick. Just it was so interesting that I'm like, wait, what? Yeah, this one. Okay. This one right here. Come on now. Play it.
Chester County.
Okay. And let me show you this one. And then I'll go back to the scanner again. Don't worry. We're not going to miss a thing. Okay. Just chill. We just quickly have to look at it because I'm like, what? Let's find the guy. Here he is. Okay.
At 11:45, after hearing rustling downstairs, Drummond says he rushed to his upstairs landing.
What I decided to do was flip the light switch on and off, 3 or 4 or 5 times, pause, and then he flipped the light switch from downstairs 3 or 4 times, which was the moment of like, oh my God, this guy is down there.
After making sure his children were sleeping in their bed.
So you heard it. This guy believes that Danilo was in his home and he was like, oh man, there's someone in the home. So he flicks the light switch on and off 5 times. And then Danilo does it too? Or like, what? We actually have to just go back to here. Let's listen from here.
Police continue their search.
Thank you, Fuzz Eater.
I said, hey, I think there might be somebody downstairs. Get on the phone.
Ryan Drummond claims he saw Danelo Cavalcante, convicted killer, on the run from Chester County Prison for 5 days now, inside of his home on Friday night around 11:45. After hearing rustling downstairs, Drummond says he rushed to his upstairs landing.
What I decided to do was flip the light switch on and off, 3 or 4 or 5 times, pause, and then he flipped the light switch from downstairs 3 or 4 times, which was the moment of like, oh my God, this guy is down there.
Imagine it.
After making sure his children were sleeping in their beds, Drummond says he watched Cavalcante walk out of his home.
I saw him walk out of the kitchen and through our living room, kind of along the side, opened up that door, walked out. He was wearing a white shirt, had a bag.
Police arrived, but the man escaped back into the thick wood and brush after taking some food.
Peaches, apples, green snap peas had been missing. We have a bunch of...
Yeah, see, earlier we were talking about report what was missing. Peaches, apples, and green snap peas? That is what this guy is stealing? Like, imagine him with his backpack. He's like, ooh, peaches, apples, and green snap peas. What? Bro, you're not going to survive on that. No wonder he looks tired and worn. Right? Love is a four-letter word, said he sure hasn't gotten very far. 1 mile. It's because he's only getting peaches, apples, and snappies. Anyway, he needs energy, you know. Get that peanut butter on. Let's not give him tips. Maybe he has some OCD glitch that allows him to make, what? Right turns. He's going in circles. Wait, that song. You got me going in circles. I don't know, man. Maybe he just thinks it's the best place to hide for a long time. I don't know how he's going to make it there.
Little steak knives. It's possible that he could have also taken one of those.
State police leading this manhunt say there have been 4 confirmed sightings of Danelo Cavalcante within this 2-mile search area around.
They said it at the press conference. If you missed the press conference stream, go check that one out. It's already timestamped for you, okay?
Chester County Prison, with 2 break-ins recorded.
We can confirm that we have investigated actually 2 burglaries.
When asked about Drummond's account, state police remained intentionally vague.
That's within the search area, and yes, we have investigated a number of things within that search area. I don't want to get any more specific.
Again, Cavalcante was convicted of murder and sentenced to life in prison.
Okay, she's a nice lady, but we've heard all of that, okay? So that's what I wanted to show you. Here we've got back to the flight radar. I've got the police scanner back on. Let's listen to what Nik's saying. Okay, we're multitasking here. Got everything going.
Yeah, no, 600 well to crash.
Right.
South.
610-431 stars, okay.
He would be
43.
just listening. What's going on here?
4310.
Miss Wales says perhaps he's vegan. He sure is brazen. Koberger approves. He's like, I'm going to steal peaches, apples, and snappies. Okay.
1067, 1113 Copeland Pool Road, 1113 Copeland Pool, coming from the dining room. Ocean.
Please let this be the day, the moment. Are they going to get him?
937.
If there's any locals in chat,
3, I copy. 93 to stay in town.
are there any fireworks out there? Welcome, Glass Onion, to Grizzly supporter.
Yeah, there's audio. If you guys can't hear it, just tell them to refresh the page.
I've got a lot open. I've got Flight Radar.
I
I've got
have
the
the
maps.
scanner, my colleague does, but the problem is there's a lot of other incidents that are going on, and I don't want to hear somebody's in custody when it's a DUI, for example. It's just mixing everybody up.
21.
As soon as something comes up about this search, he's right behind me, so he comes over, taps my shoulder, and we play it for you guys.
Yeah,
Because we don't want to
21, Phoenixville Villas.
have the audio playing when it might have nothing to do with this.
Yes.
Out of 10 dispatchers, 3 of them have something to do with this.
Okay.
Hold on, okay. Hold on.
And I heard it myself on the scanner, okay? Just gonna...
Okay, you guys see this now. There's a lot of
Okay, wait.
movement. So here's 2 more state troopers that are coming up from this road, and they're going to head up towards Waterglen. Waterglen is up that... Where that trooper is going, that is toward Waterglen.
I'm just showing you from Twitter, from X, whatever it's called now.
And they're
27, 431.
something is
431.
definitely going on. The tip might have panned out.
Imagine
We're
the
gonna
tip
find out
hand
more
out.
soon. And this is day 5 of the escape.
Okay, I'm just quickly going to mute that for a second. So, the thing is, thank you so much, Jet Set. That's sweet. I mean, I'm just focused. We had to focus, right? Let's catch the dude. I know I'm in the Netherlands. I'm not actually there, but let's share the information to catch the dude.
83, cover 65, 65.
Now, from this scanner where we're listening, okay, what I heard with my own ears, this is not from social media or anything, they said they're looking for line walkers between these 2 addresses. That's what they said. And I'm like, line walkers between these 2 addresses?
Okay,
Yeah.
it is. He showed him his badge. So that's another marshal going. That's a U.S. Marshal that just drove. He showed his badge to the officer. See, the thing is, these federal agents, they don't have vehicles that say U.S. Marshals. They're mostly in pickup trucks, off-road vehicles, Jeeps, and stuff like that. So far, everybody that's crossed through
Okay, that live is
is law
buffering.
enforcement. You saw a couple cars turn around. They're not letting people in unless you're law enforcement right now.
Oh, let me put his picture up again. Is it now? Are they gonna find this dude? Let's watch the Flight radar again. This Bell 407 sure tightened up from this morning. Are they? Sorry, I didn't see the comments.
Yeah,
Are
this is
there?
as close as we can get, guys. The situation is obviously extremely dangerous, and there's no way they will let us any closer. In fact, the media is about half a mile behind us.
Yeah. So he's like at a roadblock where he's been the whole time. That's when I say he, it's Nik on Twitter or X, right? Are there fireworks in the area where you guys are? What time is it in Pennsylvania right now? Pennsylvania time, it is 7:30. 26 minutes past 7. Lucky you. It's 26 past 1 here for me.
I spoke to the 95-year-old resident. She is 92 and doesn't know why it's going off. I told her you were going to make it here.
Okay, we'll mute that again.
Area now. My first source is a tactical officer, so he does not have the ability to text me. This is coming from another source who says they are sweeping the area now. Or let me read
sweeping the area now, okay.
We are pushing the area now. Pushing the area now.
And the area that I heard was between these two addresses.
So he's on... I have 2 law enforcement officers on location. One is in the woods doing the push, and one is in the area of the push. The one in the area of the push is able to text. The other one is not able to talk, for obvious reasons.
I'm just putting my light on. There we go. Got my salt lamp on. Burning the midnight salt lamp. Okay, so I was asking if there's fireworks because don't you think that would complicate things just a little bit? Not? I wonder if it'll make it easier
guys,
for him to escape or harder.
For my first source to be on the ground, that's very significant. He's not just an average officer. So for him to be on the ground, they are prepared to apprehend somebody. He was not on the ground yesterday, but he's on the ground right now, which is major given the circumstances of his job and his duties,
ABC
which is
again,
primarily to cuff the individual and apprehend him. That's not something that the local police are trained for, and that's something for the CERT teams and the marshals and the federal agents, which the CERT team consists of several state police officers too. They have to be trained to be a CERT member.
Let's unmute this again. Listen to the scanner. Let's just make Mega T much smaller. There we go. Off you go. Get your ass
T11
out of
to
here.
S1, 313 tour complete, no issues. Copy.
Sherry said, you're making us feel like we're there. Keep on keeping on. You're the best. Oh, thank you. Thank you for being here with me for another, hopefully not a marathon stream. Let's hope they just catch this guy. Come on. All this guy's had is peach. I'm like, this guy goes in a house and then you're not stealing peanut butter, Nutella, cheese. Huh? You're taking peaches, apples, and snappies? Like, baby boy, please. Okay, no, we don't want him to. We want him to run out of energy. He won't be very energized. I know sugar snap peas, the green peas, the sugar snap peas, they got some sugar in them, but like, damn, it's like diet food. You know what I mean? This guy, he's already so tiny. Okay, so I've got the scanners going, and when they're not saying anything, then I've got Nik going. We're looking at this. Can't wait. How do we feel about it, guys? Do you think they're going to catch him now? Glassania says, snap peas. Yes,
yeah,
Aaron.
I saw you in the,
where the protein at?
in the Nissan.
Little bit of amino acids in the snap peas will give him that, but like, dude. Yeah, Black Widow says maybe I had no fruit in jail. The craving hit, okay? CG said, are helicopters zoning in or still flying the perimeter? They were actually zoning in quite a bit.
Now we have more police vehicles coming. It looks like another U.S. Marshal.
Okay.
It's a truck full of tactical officers.
Damn.
Hamilton 37-2 is responding.
Look at them go. Look at them go.
Cover 41.
Oh,
That
they're
is
in
a
a
truck
rush.
full of
126
tactical
South
officers.
3rd Avenue. Between Walnut Street and Oak Street, Pittsville City of Donald.
Yes. That's right, the silver leaf.
Yes, 42 Pulse 7 MDC tag for police department information.
Chester, intermediate 415 is clear. We can take that.
Shame. The New York Post called him pint-sized. And they call Rex Human there in Long
Chester
Island
ambulance 37-2.
an ogre.
Ambulance 37-2 direct. Thank you for your service, 41.
Okay, wait, let's do a poll. Let's do a poll. Let's see. Okay.
Yeah, 43441, cover your stop area of East Line.
01 Paul 33. I don't know if they come off here.
So it looks like that's either. It looks like the state police. I'm not sure if you guys have flight radar. You can check.
How far?
Is that the state police or is that the news? I'm not sure. No shots.
Ladder 41 again.
Okay, I made a poll for you guys.
Command post.
So sirens.
Five. Make sure all perimeter units are facing in towards your perimeter with their overhead lights on, emergency lights on, facing in. All troopers out of their cars watching this perimeter, especially between Waterglen Road and Ballintree Road
so now we
and
have
52. 52 between Waterglen and Ballintree.
I'm combining the two. You better listen up. 2 years, guys.
Somebody approaching with sirens from behind us.
Suspicious condition at Edge Fitness Center, 704 Lancaster Avenue. Car front inside. Thought it was open. There's no staff. The lights and music is on.
Oh my word!
Okay, so that was a bit quicker than I thought.
Whoa! Get it done! This is exciting. I think they might catch him now. Listen.
All troopers are to get out of their cars. As you can see now, here he is getting out. This is him getting out as the dispatch came in live.
Advisors and pilots being shut off.
Thank you, Christine. Oh, sorry.
Also, we have a line of blockers.
There.
Patrol troopers from Ballintree 52 and Ballintree Road, extending out to 1035 Ballintree Road, and from there to the area 1662 Ballintree.
See?
And across to 1698 Ballintree. Solid line. 2 to 31.
Thanks, caller. Did you hear that? I've
You
muted.
can't find anybody. I've got a couple of employees you can call, or I can call.
I've muted
I have their numbers.
Twitter or X.
And Kid was supposed to fix that door.
We just listened to the scanner now. Now you heard it yourself. You heard it yourself. Between these two addresses, all troopers get out the vehicle. Get out, yes. Oh my word. Go in there. Get him.
Engine 41.
Ballintree Road again.
41, your status.
41 status, okay.
43441, okay.
43, 10 ready.
43, 10 4.
If there's anything else happening, I'll show.
Chester, you can make the ladder available. Engine, you can recall.
I'm just showing where these two are going. Where are you going now?
Ladder 401 again.
Okay, they're going in between here. We're listening to the scanner. Oh, my heart is racing, my word.
Jen. Can you put me out for a walk in the residential flood?
It does, right? It does.
Okay,
Thank you, Jen. Pernille says, oh, snappy. Right?
Yeah, 4331, your status.
31, I'm okay.
Yeah, 4331, okay.
Okay, wait.
But no, he was instructed to now turn on your lights, and he also has a spotlight. You can see a spotlight flashing toward the tree over there, just towards the woods. So they were very quiet throughout the day, but now you see how fast their response is. It's under a minute. I mean, we saw police cars in under a minute go there, and then within 4 minutes, there was the state police helicopter showed up.
Yep. Okay, I'm just going to mute that for a second. We're listening to the dispatch, okay? We listen to all of them. They are on Chester County PA Emergency Services. Okay, so he's going.
They can't go down that way, is what it looks like. They're making, well, no. So I'm not sure if that is a resident, but this guy's turning around.
Oh. And Little Pepper says, this is a teddy bear's first manhunt.
Should I put you back on? Should I put you on?
Sorry, here's this guy. This is who they're looking for.
Alright, let me put you on. Hold on. Alright guys, I have Matt here. He lives on Waterglen. He was with us earlier. He is in the neighborhood where the police are surrounding.
Oh,
Here's
my
what
word.
Matt is telling us. He's on speakerphone.
Okay, let's listen.
Well, right now I'm along the hill. Here comes another 2 vehicles up the hill. There's not actually many vehicles on the hill right now as there was yesterday, but that's because it's not nearly been as long because they're still sending more resources here. Also, from what I heard, they have a lot. They're lined along 52. Right now I'm watching several guys who are getting all their gear together. One guy's putting on tactical vests. He has they're all in green. He just cocked his gun, his rifles.
You guys heard that. He cocked his gun.
So, I mean, he's just, they're all gearing up right now. They have, I know they have the perimeter. Right now, everything's west of the neighborhood. It's all to the west. So they haven't confined an area to basically towards the entrance of our neighborhood. If you make a circle there, a line from there down to Ballintree and 52, that's basically where their borders are at right now. Because right now where I'm at, it's very lax per se. Like they're not like in positions here, which means their borders up much closer. Until CERT gets here, at least. I don't know where CERT's coming from, but I think I just saw another van, a white van, that might have been part of CERT, go up, talk to some guys, and they went through, so they're going around to the cul-de-sac at the other end of the neighborhood, which is closer probably to where the border's at.
Do you have the ability to FaceTime and point your camera in that direction?
We can see it on the maps here, guys.
Right, FaceTime this real quick. I'm gonna get Matt on FaceTime on the other phone. All right, FaceTime.
Oh, sorry, hold on.
Right, I just heard one go off.
So this is where they're looking. We listen to the scanner. We listen to Nick. We're looking where they're zoning in on. Okay, so on the scanner they said it's between these 2 addresses. They're getting, I heard, line walkers. Okay, and they're all getting their tactical gear on. They're getting ready.
We're getting Matt on.
So Matt is someone who lives in this Waterglen area.
Any luck in there?
In here. My word, get him!
Trying to get Matt on.
Nope, there's nobody in here.
It's loading.
I'll take those numbers. I'll make a call. 4391. Confirm accident. I'll send you
Does
everything.
it work?
Yeah,
You want me to try?
Yeah,
Here, I'll try. So it's weird, I can't. Okay, here we go.
So right now, they're all gearing up.
You guys are watching this live. This is on Waterglen.
Yep, on Waterglen. Okay. Oh my word! Look at that. Holy crap!
Down you, the units in the woods on the perimeter. Be advised, certain counties are moving through the woods. Be advised.
You guys see the law enforcement presence. Look at that. This is live right now from Waterglen.
We gotta listen to
is where
both.
the suspect is.
They're going into the woods, you guys. That's what they said.
They're all gathering right now. They're talking.
Alright, so the park is clear. Just trying to locate them. I think they're further east, perhaps.
Matt is on Waterglen. For those asking, Matt is on Waterglen. He is at basically the focal point of the manhunt.
Yes, yes.
Yes, these guys are all right now.
Unit 27381, your status.
And again, this is live from the scene, guys. I'm FaceTiming a resident who is at the scene. He lives there, and the scene is...
Hold up.
Okay. Show us. He's on Waterglen. What are they doing? They're talking here to each other. Look there. Oh my word.
They probably don't like me videoing, or they don't care. I'm not sure.
That's all right, until they tell you to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, not dark yet. Doesn't look dark yet.
The fact they've not means that their border is, or whatever, this area is secure, is what that tells me. So otherwise they would have told me to go back.
37 is responding, medic 44 is responding. 14 Mary Street between Fulton Street and Baker Street in the above.
Thank you.
It's
loud.
46 patient first, 967 East Lancaster Avenue, East Gallant Township, Anaphylactic. 2692. 2692, copy of the abdominal pain. For 18 Richard Lee Lane, number 18 Richard Lee Lane.
Yeah, they're cocking their guns. Just for everybody watching, if you didn't hear that, they're cocking their guns.
Oh my word, they literally are. They literally are. I'm not turning the scanner off.
The scene is very active while Matt takes a picture. While we were on, 2 more state troopers went towards Waterglen. Oh, here he is.
Okay, wait. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm not actually sorry. Do you feel sorry that we have to listen to both? I can't turn one off or the other. We have to listen to everything all at once, okay? So just...
Now, this shows how fast law enforcement is to descend on an area.
Yes.
Like we said earlier, you might not have seen that many officers because there are many points of entry to the community. They obviously used every single route possible. This is a very close route, but that would be... Oh. You could, oh.
Copy. Yeah, it looks like the magnetic thing on the door doesn't work.
Not a very smart, we're glad he's not smart. Not a very smart criminal then, huh? Stealing apples, peaches.
Okay. I can just carry it on my incident. I have the numbers down. I already put it.
So it looks like they're talking about, they have a map out for those of you guys that can't hear.
We got a map? Here's a map too, for us. The law enforcement here, they're looking at a map. Okay, this is the guy they're looking for.
Down by 52 is there's even more action. Earlier they said for all the troops that were in their vehicles along 52 to get out, which means they're holding an even tighter perimeter down there. So.
Sorry.
And this is live from the scene on Waterglen. And just to put it in perspective, guys, I'm located on the street before Waterglen, which is as close to the perimeter as we can get. The suspect was last seen again in this area. Residents called 911.
Right here, where they're in front of. Oh, here comes the SWAT unit.
There we go. The SWAT unit's coming in.
has arrived.
So this house right there, that's the house where he was spotted near, and he's since gone over there. But here's CERT.
Okay. Thank you all for being here. Sorry if I'm missing anything. We're multitasking.
So they're gonna find someplace, obviously, to pull off. They're talking to somebody else right now.
Yeah, let's stay with you because you have obviously the best vantage point right now until they tell you to head inside, and they will tell you to get down or go inside if they believe it.
We'll do the Google man when we can. I just want to see what's going on here.
Hilton dispatch, I'll be clear the residence squad. I'll be on it, Ramsey, on a follow-up.
Right now, he's sitting in front of me. He looks like he's... Oh, he just holstered his gun.
Oh, 10 I count.
I wonder which address this is at. Don't... Just a general one, just a general one.
Right.
It
must be close to where they said on the map, right? Over here.
I mean, we're as close to the scene as you can get, and then Matt is in the scene since he lives there. So we have both angles covered. We have the police response from here, and we have the police on location, SWAT teams, tactical teams, federal agents, state police, local authorities. You name it, they're there. The guns are out. They're cocking their guns. They're gearing up, and they're getting ready to get the man who has escaped prison for murder. He's been on the loose for 5 days in Chester County. The community has not been able to rest. It's a very quiet neighborhood, and as you can see, the neighborhood is flooded with police, and this is not something that anybody in this neighborhood would ever expect to come this close to home. As you guys know, this is making world news, and their neighborhood is at the center of attention across the world as they're searching for a convicted murderer. We're watching the scene live from the house, from the neighborhood, from a resident who is there. He's on our Twitter. I retweeted a post earlier. In case for the new people that are watching, go on my Twitter. His mother just became a photographer, and I retweeted something to support her. It would be great for you guys to also...
I just quickly want to say, Donna said, what made you log on to YouTube? Oh, we got new signals. What made me log on? The scanner. I've been monitoring the scanner this whole time, and I'm like, whoa, they're mentioning 2 addresses.
244 call cover 189, 190 Township Line Road, Cross Street, White School, Honeybrook Township.
And they're talking about line walkers and marshals, and I'm like, what? I gotta go live. I know something's happening now.
TVs. She heard a branch snap, something we heard last night too, right across the street. And police descended in that neighborhood heavily.
So they're probably going around the cul-de-sac to the other side. So basically, over there, past the woods, is the other side of the neighborhood. Looks like that's where they're heading right now. Because that's closest to where all the action is. I imagine I was able to go around there. There would be even more.
All the units on the perimeter in the woods in the stationary positions. Do not utilize your flashlights. Do not utilize your flashlights.
Yeah, this is
very well.
A very tense situation.
Sir, we'll be moving towards you with NVGs and night vision.
Watching it.
They'll advise us when they see, and we'll notify you.
About
this is so exciting.
Matt, I want to say, how far are we from you?
Half mile maybe.
So okay, so we're about a half mile, and Matt is on location.
This is where Nik is standing.
This is as close as humanly possible. I'm as close as you can get as a member of the public or the media. Matt lives there, so there is no way to get any closer than what Matt has unless you're a resident.
Did you hear that, you guys, on the scanner? They said don't have your flashlights on. They
As
talked
of
about
now, he's
night
obviously
vision.
not in custody. They are working to approach him and corner him in. They have an idea of where he is, and that tip must have panned out to be something earlier. You guys heard the tip come through live on the scanner, and you saw the action unfold as the helicopter descended on the area and the state police swarmed.
They did. The tip was that there was a 911 call that somebody had spotted this dude in the woods around that Waterglen Lane or Drive area, this Waterglen Drive area. And yeah, within minutes, it was like, okay, yeah, something's happening. You just saw helicopters, literally, the drones going up, helicopters out, the dogs out, the troopers out, everybody was just started buzzing. And I'm like, something is happening. You know? I guess we felt it a bit, you know, from the press conference. They're like, don't worry, everything's fine. And I'm like, I think that they're in camo. I think there was a whole team there in camo in the woods, scoping him out. They spotted him, and now it's like, okay, bring in reinforcement. And suddenly now it's like, yes, they're going in. Okay, so nothing's happening on the scanner right now. Let's go back to this quickly. So this is on the scanner that I was listening to. That's where I went live, okay? When I'm like, wait. They're saying specific addresses. They're saying line walkers. 1662 Waterglen Drive. Between here and 1035 Ballintree Lane. So I've shown you the one. Let me show you the other.
Somebody take in Hollinger.
Wait, I just want to go there. Yeah.
Security was going to help out. Right.
Go here, bro.
Appreciate, thank you.
Yeah, between these woods here. They're going in. They're going in here. So in this, behind me now. Okay, we go in there. This way now. Go in there, right? Between there and that other Waterglen residence is where they're going in. This little area here. And this guy probably has run out of energy entirely.
Back. That's why this area here is secure. And yeah, there's probably all the action right now where things are really gearing up is through the woods there.
Yes.
On the other side of the neighborhood.
Exactly. Okay. Which makes sense. You guys.
Status.
I like combining things so you could see. We're listening and watching everything. I think a lot of us think like that, huh? A little bit ADD. You know what I mean? Like here and here and here and here. Are you fine, right? The point is.
How do you feel, Matt? Do you feel safer now that many
going in? They're
police
going in.
Responded so quickly? You saw firsthand how fast the police were able to descend on the location.
Unit, your
Does
status.
that bring some reassurance?
Anxious,
what are they doing here?
And excited right now just because of what all that's going on, but
this is now.
Obviously I'm standing here right now talking to you, so obviously I have to feel somewhat safe. I mean, I do have, like a dozen guys armed with rifles and standing right in front of me, so, I mean, but you're talking about the neighborhood, yeah, their response was very fast. They first brought in, obviously, any nearby units, he came over here to secure the border near where he was seen.
I don't know if it's
and then
not
they brought
as
in more units along here, up here. The initial units I know that came up here, they were told to immediately, like, I saw them all get out of their vehicles and run towards the woods with their
I'm not with
so
6
they
people
were
for
obviously
the
there
time.
to set up the initial border. So.
Okay, we heard that as well. We heard that on, I'm just going to leave this on for a second. We did hear that as well on the scanner, so I'm just confirming what we were hearing together when I wasn't live yet. I hope you guys were listening in as well. But basically, they said as well, since the live stream, go in there, no flashlights. They talked about night vision. I didn't hear if it was goggles or what, but maybe night vision goggles. No flashlights, going in. And they said that they'll, I guess, let each other know when they've found him, when they see him. That is so hectic.
I mentioned earlier that there was always a trooper in the neighborhood at the very least.
Oh, yes, we had troopers spread out across the neighborhood.
Okay, so for those of you that didn't catch Matt earlier, he had told us that there were troopers in the area stationed and positioned at a post in there.
That guy just got his NVGs. The others also have night vision goggles and thermals on, so...
Night
Because you're
vision
going to need
goggles.
that to be able to see him here tonight. But with everything they're sending in here, it looks like they're going to try to end this tonight, if I had to guess.
Was it this heavy yesterday?
Actually, it was, well, over here, it was heavier. Believe it or not. But that's because everything right now, I'm pretty sure, is over there.
Yeah.
We're looking at through those woods on the other side of the neighborhood.
Is that closer to us, or is that close? Is that anywhere near where
here.
we are?
Through the woods here.
Is that anywhere near where we are stationed on the Parkerville and Lenape?
Where you are,
This is where Nik is standing.
Make a right, probably be around there, I guess, in this direction.
Okay, so the opposite of where...
Or like a third of a mile. It's fairly close.
Okay.
So
for those of you that are just joining us, there was a 911 call that came in. Somebody said they saw somebody running through the woods, a male in shorts. Police then sent out a dispatch asking, Post 7, are you there? Meaning to the state trooper at Post 7. They asked twice. They received no response from Post 7. From there, Post 8 and another officer responded to the area. Within minutes, countless officers descended, including the Pennsylvania State Police helicopter that was deployed. Within 4 minutes, it made it here.
Status needed.
these guys also may be on standby for all we know, in case he somehow gets past the border. So do not know. But they're just getting ready and they're waiting for more people before they have the appropriate size to help go in. But CERT is one where they're the ones that are doing the sweep along with the canine units. So, which means the sweep would be starting from past the woods there.
Yeah. Look, they're making the circle a lot tighter now.
For people that are just joining, we are live at the scene. We are at the intersection of Lenape Road and Parkerville Road. Matt is on Waterglen, where authorities have zeroed in and they are planning to apprehend the convicted murderer who escaped Chester County Prison just about 5 days ago. The manhunt has been intense and very quiet, but as you saw live, the quiet doesn't really matter. It was quiet but very loud within minutes.
Yeah.
And the helicopter, people are saying it left the area. That might be because they want to make him think that they have left.
Exactly.
So where Matt is, the suspect is believed to be in another, basically in the wooded area. So by getting the helicopter out of there, he might think that they left, so that's why they would have moved the helicopter.
Mm-hmm.
And there's
Makes
an
sense.
airplane or a drone flying overhead us. It's a little bit high, so I can't tell.
Well,
Those of you with flight radar, you can check. No, it looks like a helicopter.
Okay, maybe they are waiting for it to get dark. Interesting.
Are you talking about the thing with the white blinking light?
Yeah,
That one, yeah, I'm looking up. That's too high an altitude to be a drone.
it looks like a helicopter.
It's a helicopter. It's
And
ABC, I
too quick to
think.
be a drone.
Yeah, it's coming back our way. So
that's a plane. Planes would have those blinking lights like that. It should be a plane.
No, right above us is a helicopter.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's ABC News, people are saying.
Yes.
Lights on the sides?
Yeah, they're saying it's ABC. No, not the one that's flying with the lights blinking with the wings. There's another one.
Yeah.
Got it. The one with the lights blinking.
Yeah, that's a plane. I see the plane above us.
There's a plane. There's the chopper.
Yeah, I see that above us. That just came. And the helicopter is crossing underneath it, coming back your way right now.
And they're making a much tighter circle now. They're going here on this Ballintree Lane because obviously they want to see with the chopper between this Waterglen and this Ballintree. You see here, you guys? Look, look, look. They want to get as much of that footage as possible.
We throw this on Do Not Disturb just so we stop getting a bunch of
Look, look.
irrelevant push notifications.
They're making the circle smaller.
And that didn't work.
They really want to get over this area. They better not interfere because this is privately owned, so I'm thinking it's media, right? Oddness, weirdness says, love your tenacity and your commitment to facts and empathy. You're more on top of this than US-based accounts because that's how you roll.
So you guys
Excellent
are watching
work.
live
Thank you.
from Waterglen Lane, which is where police are now gearing up to attempt to apprehend the wanted murderer who escaped Chester County Prison on Friday. Or Thursday, I'm sorry.
I just want to see what they're going to do now. I'm sure they're going to try to now go like this and go right over here. I think they'll try to do this. They're going to want to go right over this area because on the scanner we heard that between these two addresses, 1662 Waterglen Drive and 1035 Ballintree Lane, state US Marshals are going in. Troopers, they talk about guns and night vision goggles and all sorts, and they talk about line walkers and going into this wooded area here. Okay, so I'm speculating that this chopper right here. Ah, come on, man, flight radar. Come on, flight radar. Wait.
So obviously, yeah, not much activity here right now, other than presence of officers.
It's much more activity than we're seeing. All we saw so far were the
going
officers entering the area, and then they were told to exit their vehicle if they're at a post. And we saw the officer get out of his car, the
They're gonna want to get
sergeant,
here.
and stand. He's still standing outside of his vehicle with
Yep,
his.
they told all officers 152 to get outside their vehicles.
Yes.
So.
And we saw that unfold live. As soon as the scanner said it, the officer exited his car.
Thank you, Enola.
Six seven ball 51 Denver South 1500 Eldridge Drive.
Interesting, Angie. They just signed a contract for 5 years to start using police body cams. Like, did they not have that before, or what do you mean? Okay, we're listening in. Scanner.
So, just to show you guys the perspective, although it looks so quiet right here, here's what's going on.
Yeah, on Waterglen. Why are you saying go, Danelo, go?
And we've
Mike,
got
are you
additional
okay?
units going in right now.
Are you the one of those that just wants to root for the underdog, even if they're a killer?
Yep, they're on their way in.
Not cool, bro, not cool.
Either show up here or they're going to back up on Ballintree, because they've also sent a lot over by Ballintree as well.
We know that, right? You know
And
why?
How do you spell that? What?
Ballintree. Ballintree. I-N-T-R-E-E.
Okay.
Ballintree.
So
It's also known as the Course of Longwood.
For those of you that are not from the area, you can pull it up on Google Maps.
Yeah, we can.
We are located at Parkerville and Lenape Road.
This is
Yes.
Waterglen Drive.
And Matt is on Waterglen Drive.
Yes. And they're going here to this, between the area, between Waterglen Drive, 1662 Waterglen Drive, and
As you can see,
1035
they're starting to
Ballintree
go
Lane.
towards their vehicles.
Okay, let's see. Now, you guys are saying, what are they waiting for? I would speculate there's guys that have been in those woods all day in camo looking for this dude. And when they find the dude hiding out, camouflage, and like, okay, we know where he is. Now they're just waiting for that call to like, okay, going in. And I think when they go in, it's going to be action time, okay? So, for those of you joining now, we're listening to the Chester County, Pennsylvania Emergency Services scanner. It's got all of them on. Everything we want to listen to, even the fire and the police emergency and everything that we can, okay? All in one place. So we're listening to that. We're watching what's going on here with Nik, who's someone who's in the area. He's on X or Twitter, and he's speaking to someone who lives on Waterglen Lane. And he's FaceTimed him and showing the footage on FaceTime there on Waterglen Lane. You can see a lot of police activity. Look there. Look. Let's listen.
Yeah, that's the Infinity. So West Goshen police just drove by us. So let's see how long it takes. If they do go to Matt's neighborhood, we're going to know.
Yeah.
In a minute how long it takes to get from here to where Matt is.
It's 2 a.m. here. Okay.
Yeah, they're going much slower. They're not gunning it as they were earlier. On the live stream, everybody saw these guys.
I can tell you right now, for me, if I'm going at 45, like the speed limit on Route 52 from the entrance to my neighborhood, it would take me 20 seconds to get to. So, okay. You're very close.
For those of you who don't know, Matt is a resident. He lives at that house that he's filming at. That is his.
Okay, he's recapping as well. That is what we're doing as well. A Rare Penny says, this is very touchy. We might as well show our trigger bunny, right? You know why? Because this could really get quite... It could escalate real quick. This is very touchy because the order is to shoot to kill if the dude tries to run, if he doesn't actively surrender. So yes, indeed. And it's 8:02 p.m. And I hope that you are enjoying the coverage here. This manhunt that's been going on. This is day 5. Thank you so much for joining me here as I cover this. Lots of locals in the chat. I'm in the Netherlands. My name's Gisela K. And we're having a look at what's going here, sharing information. Please continue to share the flyer. You just never know if you could help. That is a picture of Danelo Cavalcante, the guy that they're looking for.
You okay, Debbie?
And yes, he's murdered someone in Brazil in 2017 and fled Brazil.
Yeah, I'm clear.
And he murdered his ex-girlfriend in April of 2021 and was just sentenced to life without parole on August 22nd. And he escaped the Chester County Prison on August 31st. Brandon says, I'm a local who grew up in Downington, 10 minutes from the prison. I was a correctional officer from 2018 to 2019 on the CEU team. Nice. Welcome, Brandon. Thank you so much for your sticker. If you've got any information to share about what it's like, you know, or anything you want to share with me, let me know. You can email me at grizzlytruecrime@gmail.com. Yeah, panic bunny. Okay. So they're driving. Okay, where are they going? Maybe to the Ballintree Lane?
A lot of Jeeps are U.S. Marshals. A lot of the Jeeps are U.S. Marshals, and also the pickup trucks are U.S. Marshals for the most part.
Thank you, Carol. Thank you so much. I wish there were dogs.
Neighbor. No, it's not neighbor. Not sure. No, that's someone else.
If they catch him, he'll go into solitary confinement until they put him in a max security prison to serve his life without parole. Let's see if he makes it alive.
I guess they can't keep people confined in their neighborhood right now.
No, don't Venmo anybody. People that are commenting, don't send any Venmos.
Venmo. Thank you so much, Joan. We're still listening to the scanner. Thank you, Cynthia. Really appreciate it as well. Mods, thank you very much for everything you do. I know it was like last minute notice. Trust me, it was for me as well. But thank you so much. Patrons, I hope you got the notification as I sent it to you immediately. Welcome members, welcome everyone, okay? So we're watching this unfold right before our very eyes.
37 to the Chester, we're inbound the chop.
Sorry, what?
ALS or BLS? ALS.
What did I
Chop
miss?
Philly or Chop King of Prussia? Shop King of Prussia.
Very well.
I don't know what that means.
I'm sure the officer at post 7 is okay. We didn't hear anything about anybody being injured, so I'm sure he's okay.
DGR Dave, nothing like this. Nope, nope, nope. What?
If like, I can try getting my car and driving around the neighborhood to see if I can get a view of what it's like on the other side there.
Let me see what people say.
Thank you, JD.
Because there's definitely stuff over there right now as well.
What happened now? I'm trying to gather.
So people are saying... Let's see. We got 1 yes and like 6 no's. 7 no's, 8 no's, 9 no's, 10 no's.
Interesting.
11 no's.
5146
yes,
responding to VA 1400 Blackwood Hill Road.
14
Building
no's,
39,
15
8
no's, so
Alpha,
yeah,
4 Talon Township, sick person.
Isolate the sound a bit. Did you just say? Thank you, Ellie. Okay.
Somewhere where you can get down.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, thank you. Pink Karate says Children's Hospital of Philadelphia is CHOP. Okay. Hello everyone and welcome back. Thank you for joining me for the stream as we watch, hopefully, the capture of this man, Danelo Cavalcante. I don't know what they're waiting for, but maybe signals from within the woods of where he's at. They better not lose sight of him if they have sight of him, right? Not again. Yesterday at 2:40 p.m. they had sight of him.
Any updates on the police scanner?
Nope.
None. None that I've heard. They might be using a different channel just because
they'll definitely be using closed channel. Anything going on in the woods right now, they'll be using closed channels.
Mm-hmm. But we're watching these people to see what's gonna happen, right? Thank you, David. The Yarnaholic. I didn't even sleep at all yet.
For those of you guys here, there's a resident exiting the area. I'm assuming it's the one that left Matt's area.
Yes.
They're going to be searching. They're going to be searching his trunk. Yeah.
Yep, that was him who left.
As you guys can see, they're searching the vehicle's trunk. They're opening it up real quick. I'm going to show you now. We're back with Matt.
Well, that's good. Just in case somebody tries to help him escape, you know what I mean? I don't know. That's just what I'm thinking. Like, check the trunk just in case. Maybe he's hiding in there. Okay, this isn't the scanner. Thank you, Yogi Pretzel. Okay.
Yeah, scanner is it's radio silent. Everybody's saying in the comments.
Thank you, Anne.
Down to you to the blockers in the woods. Continue to hold your position. Sir is moving slowly through there. Steep terrain. Down to you to the blockers in the woods. Continue to hold your positions. Sir is moving through. Do not use your flashlights unless something is directly upon you. When Sir gets close, I will notify you.
Oh my word, that sounds so cool. They're going in. Night vision and all. Don't use your flashlights because it could blind someone that's using night vision goggles, right? It will be hectic if someone suddenly uses a flashlight. Don't do that, okay? So they're like, don't go, no flashlights, okay? And they're going in. They're going in between this area here, between 1662 Waterglen Drive. Yes, they were very specific on the scanner, and 1035 Ballintree Lane. For me, it's 2:10 in the morning, Charm Girl. Everybody was waking me like, get up, Gizzler. The tone, get up, Gizzler. What are you doing? So lame. I'm like, oh my word, I'm right here on Twitter and everywhere. Oh man. Okay, so that's where they're going in. I'm just getting very excited because please, yes. Did you hear it? On the scan. That was just from the direct scanner. We heard it ourselves with our own ears, you guys. It's not from somewhere else. It's from the scanner. They're like, we're moving in. Night vision. CERT going in. CERT is going in.
You're getting Mosquito Central. Now I know what everybody's talking about. The mosquitoes are insane over here.
Oh, that's not nice.
Yeah, I'm getting bitten alive right now.
Yesterday it wasn't like this, I guess.
Well, let me give you guys a tip. This is just like, wow, side note, okay? Lavender essential oil, mix it with some other oil, put it on your arms or wherever. Mosquitoes stay very far away from that. It's the best, okay? Don't put too much though. Lavender oil by itself could be toxic. Look into it yourself. I'm just like, that's what I do. Mosquitoes stay away from me.
Unit 55 Police from DC check for a report.
Yes, they are.
So it looks like they might have even waited for nightfall, so that way the news helicopters aren't able to...
The night vision. They're going to see this guy with night vision. Yeah, sure, and the news helicopters can't actually see what goes down, which is great, sure. And it seems like no fireworks are allowed in the area. I'm just gathering, because I don't see fireworks happening. Huh? Please, let a neighbor there not do something stupid instead of fireworks. It'll just... Wow, the night vision is just not going to go well. They must have told people, we'll keep you posted. We're going in, right? No fireworks tonight. That would be great. Carry on with what you're doing. Just no fireworks, okay? Right? Can't you imagine that? Okay.
He managed to escape their sighting. He did not leave the perimeter. As I said earlier, it was very unlikely that he left the perimeter because there were officers stationed everywhere. So they knew he was in that area.
Thank you, Arlene.
Now he has moved and sparked an immense response from law enforcement on all levels.
I don't know if they have the dogs with them. I don't know. Maybe they used it all day. Maybe they used the dogs all day to track him down, watch him with their camo on,
Give me 1 second. I need
zone in on him.
My sharing for something.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, I'm quickly gonna go back to... We're listening to the scanner still, so don't you worry about that, you guys. Keeping you posted there. And... If anyone is... Are you brand new here? Like, is there anyone here that's like, what is happening? I hope you're following. I hope you'll check out the playlist. This manhunt has been very intense. This guy's killed, from what we know so far, 2 people before. One in 2017 in Brazil. He's actually wanted for murder in Brazil. If he puts his toe in Brazil, he could actually be arrested for murder and face that trial there. And then, in April of 2021, he murdered his 33-year-old ex-girlfriend in front of her children. He's extremely dangerous. So, I hope the residents... You know, I just feel like, obviously, there's lots going on behind the scenes. At the press conference, they're like, carry on with your barbecues. Happy Labor Day. Everything's fine. And I'm like, but you probably told all the residents, no fireworks, stay indoors. Because we're going in with night vision, right? We just feel it. And it was just like that PC-12 today, huh? The Pilatus PC-12. Just big orbits. They're like, nothing to see here, folks. Also, especially for him. You see, these ones, they're still going to try to get close to this area. They're like, we're going round and round. I'm sure this is the media, right? This is the news. Terry, thank you so much for your $5 super sticker. All right, let's go back to this.
They're going to play I'm sure they're going to play the surrender message, trying to get him to come out.
True.
They have started moving in. So if he shows any signs that he's not surrendering, they have the authorization to shoot him.
They do. They have the authorization to use deadly force. And if you missed the press conference earlier, what they said was there was a message that they actually got his mother to record to beg him to surrender. Yes. So they probably are going to go in there and play him that message one more time just to make sure. Are you going to surrender or what? I don't think he's going to. I don't know if this is going to end well for him at all. It's not like we're hoping it ends well for this freaking guy who killed 2 people already and a wonderful lady in front of her 2 children. Those children must be so scared right now. And Deborah's family. Wow, my word. Marsha said, I'm so glad I'm safe and crocheting in Missouri. Thank you, Marsha, for being here. I'm glad you're safe as well.
It's 119 Copperstown 655 North Central Lake.
Live from Waterglen right now as agents prepare to attempt to apprehend a convicted murderer who escaped Chester County Prison sometime between 8 and 9 o'clock in the morning 5 days ago. This is the 5th day and night of the manhunt that captivated the local community but made world headlines given his ties to other countries. Now, the coverage has been pretty sparse. There hasn't been much coverage, and this is...
Oh no, his stream is freezing.
Yes, we follow the attack, yeah. Yes, this is emergency.
Okay, so I don't know what happened to Nick's stream there. Probably start another one. It's happened multiple times today. I've been on all of them. Lurking.
Station 31, ambulance 8, front call, ambulance 44.
I just don't want to miss anything.
3370 Lincoln Highway.
Thank you, Angela. I was actually
Walking
gonna...
after a trail, Salisbury Township, auto accident.
Yes, this is emergency.
I don't want to miss anything. Okay. I was going to type this, but thank you for doing that. I forgot. CERT, they said CERT is going in. Special Emergency Response Team is the correct definition. Thank you so much. And Gemma said the PC-12 was an actual surveillance plane. That I know. They were at 4,500 feet. Better tech.
Huh.
They're just at such wide orbits.
Chief 31, ambulance 44.
Okay, I'm missing something. The chat's flying. Barbara said, extremely superb coverage. Best ever. Thank you, G. Thank you, Barbara. Were any of you here with me during the Vicky and Casey White manhunt? That was insane. And we were here live together as well. And then there was like, someone sent me a link to Facebook. They're like, I think there's something going on there. We're like, I think there could be something going on. And they caught them. Shit. One didn't make it out alive. Gracie said, love you, G. Thank you so much, Gracie. Okay, don't worry. I'll start that. I'm just showing you as well this the whole time so that you could see the where.
Yeah, they can start thinking about getting some waters and Gatorades, maybe some snacks over to both Waterglen Drive and Ballintree.
Oh.
Waterglen Drive and Ballintree.
Between these two, they're getting Gatorade and snacks.
That's resistant 31's right.
We'll be the Gatorade in spirit. Oh, you were there. Were you there with me? Yeah, that was. I'm South African, so we say yo when something is like memorable, cool. We're like, yo, that was hectic. Because, oh man, we couldn't believe it. We're like, wait, are they literally going to catch them out? We saw cars going and everything, and the next minute, wow, their car was upside down. And they actually caught them. We saw the arrest of Casey White.
Dispatch Stanford. Yes, sir.
I'll go back to X or Twitter. Sean, thank you for your wonderful coverage.
SRC reception desk. All I got is number 1, if that helps.
Sorry.
Copy that.
Thank you, Sean. You said thank you for your wonderful coverage. We are local to Chester County. Your stream has been so helpful.
I'm walking over there right now.
Thank you, Sean.
Thank you.
Isof, hope I'm saying it right. Thank you so much. Bex says Vicky White was found where I live.
Chester 3134 responded.
Sabrina, thank you so much for your sticker.
3134.
Jill said the Vicky White thing was epic. It was, right? Couldn't believe it. Oh no, Wildfire. Wildfire says, I hope the mosquito has eaten his naughty bits. I have to say it in that voice.
104 to dispatch.
Okay. Oh, wait. No. Where'd it go now? Where'd it go? Where you at? What's happening? Wait, it's going somewhere. Ah, we're going for a little refuel. Okay. So, let me just go back here quickly. Is he live again here?
For this all is that we're like outside the tight border, and then you're at the
Oh, it's the dispatcher. You copying security on their channel?
Really tough to see anything here right now.
Yeah, I'm on the phone.
It's pixelated.
Oh, yeah, it's very dark.
That's better.
Thank you, Ter.
There we go.
Oh, nice.
So you guys are watching live from Waterglen right now as agents prepare to attempt to apprehend a convicted murderer who escaped Chester County Prison sometime between 8 and 9 o'clock in the morning 5 days ago.
2 vehicles will be rated Route 30 in Noble
night
Way.
of the manhunt.
It is the 5th day
Hey,
of
Route
night.
30 in Noble Way.
They're doing a recap.
3134
Yes.
location also.
Nice, Jay Britain, since the weeks. Okay. They continue on my second channel.
3134.
So they get
MLC.
Gatorade and snacks. Okay, ooh, let's listen. Thank you, Nikita. What are you gonna say, Patch? Patch 65143. Ooh, so much going on. So much going on.
15491. 91.
I don't know what's going on here now. Now it's again buffering or what?
Rescue 31, I can't your response.
Bro, what happened here on Twitter? What is it doing? There we go.
The woods, and we're about a half a mile or so away from Matt's location.
15491.
And we are 1 mile from the prison where we are.
Morgan Street.
Just to put it in perspective, so the guy didn't get that far from the prison. He didn't even really leave the town.
Like this guy went. This guy went like 1 to 2 miles.
Rescue 31, I can't your response.
91, okay.
Law enforcement wife, I think it's Ellie wife, right? This guy sounds like Brian Enton. Brian Enton actually said he's going to be talking about it. I saw it on Twitter. He's like, I'm going to be talking about the Burning Man and this. And I'm like, oh, he's also going to be talking about this. Okay. Great.
That is...
That's a van.
That's not it.
Hello, 22 on the route.
He may have gone to Ballintree. The other side. Oh, nope, there's another vehicle coming.
Chester T31
He is stopping over there right now.
And guys, just to put it in perspective, for the command center to tell the state police to get out of their cars and light up the perimeter,
in front of 252
that means
Morgan
that they know
Street
he's
between
there
Main
and
and
they're
Gate.
going to
Phoenix
center
Silverado
him. They
vehicle
know he's not going to run
fuel
toward the
box
police, and if he does,
65.
he'll get shot if he's a threat. So they're trying to make him go away from the perimeter toward the officers, which is why they have lit up the entire perimeter. And I see 3 state troopers myself here now that have lit up the perimeter. So you can imagine what we can't see.
They have all their lights on right now at the perimeter?
Yeah, the perimeter is
2
completely
vehicles
lit
no
up
entrapment, 2 to be checked.
with their police lights and
That
spotlights.
Makes sense.
Someone said the Gatorades for the cops. Darcy, are some people in the chat thinking the Gatorades for this dude? That is funny. No, the Gatorades for the cops, yes. I'm sure they've been out there all day. So they said CERT is moving in, okay? We're still listening to the scanner, we're listening to Nick and everything. Okay, what are they saying?
There.
It's a plane. So I see a plane also above us.
Full time
I'm
dispatch,
not sure
everything
if it's on the
clear for
radar.
SRC.
If you guys want to check the
We'll figure out how
radar
to
for
reset
us
the
and
alarm.
let me know in the comments. There's a plane above us.
Anything
Delta.
as big as like a large-sized drone or as small as a large-sized drone will be shown on the radar.
It's a Delta.
People are saying it's not on the radar.
Really?
Oh,
Full repeat.
unless
Yeah,
there's
so
no
is
transponder.
it not on
You
the,
come up
how many
past
of
the
you
accident
guys,
scene,
so is
flip
it on the
around and come
radar?
back down.
It's a Delta flight, 28,000 feet.
Rescue
Okay,
65, can't
so
respond.
that's Delta.
What is going on in the
Way up
scanner?
there then. What's their altitude?
28,000.
Okay. I'm not seeing that other plane flying around
Well,
with lights
just
either right now.
There's
so.
no issue at the SRC. I'll be clear.
20,000.
I'm going to reset the alarm after that.
No, so somebody said they don't
Uniform
believe
people, 31,
lethal
Congress
force is
South, 100
necessary.
block,
So in a
Old
situation
School
like
Road.
this, there is no presumption of innocence. If you were to escape a state prison, the guard tower will shoot and kill you. So that is the same protocol here. This guy belongs in a state prison. He's been sentenced to life. If somebody leaves a state prison, they're going to be killed. So this guy is a convicted murderer. Lethal force is authorized. It's not an accused murderer.
Yeah.
He was
sentenced.
convicted of murder.
He was convicted and sentenced. He was convicted on August 16th and sentenced on August 22nd of
Go
2023
past the accident then.
to life without parole. August 22nd. And then on August 31st, this guy escaped the prison. If you missed it in the previous stream, we went over somebody who emailed me anonymously and they said how they heard from somebody who knows someone who's pretty important, okay, how he escaped. It sounds like he saw an opportunity, right? And
4131, I'm okay.
Scaled the wall, climbed a fence or something, got on a roof, and then...
4131, okay?
Deadly force is authorized unless actively and clearly surrendering. Deadly force is authorized unless he is actively and clearly surrendering, which means that they can shoot him in the back if they have to. If he does not clearly surrender, he will be shot. In the United States, you cannot kill somebody, no matter who they are, if they are actively surrendering. And
yes,
that is why they received the go-ahead, which would have had to come from as high as the governor. The governor would have to authorize an execution. And in a case like this, where somebody is a convicted killer, it's not really a hard thing to authorize. This guy is not accused. He's convicted. He's sentenced to life, and he's wanted in another country for murder. There is no presumption of innocence. That left when he was convicted and when he was sentenced. So they have every...
Yeah, in case anyone wonders. This is a fugitive on the run, wanted for murder with an open arrest warrant in Brazil for a murder he committed in 2017. He's a former gang member from Brazil, and he's 5 foot, 120 pounds, 34 years old, Danelo Cavalcante, and he also murdered his ex-girlfriend, who'd been in a terrible DV relationship with him, probably since he fled and went to America. I have to say went to because I'm in the Netherlands. You guys would say came to America. He murdered her in April of 2021 in front of her children. So, yeah.
Traffic 31 on soon.
He's sentenced to life without parole already. So the fact that he escaped, he was actually working apparently in the yard with no shackles on. Not being monitored as he should. And they don't want to talk about that at the press conferences.
45 feet. Heaven on you at Rosedale. They pulled into the parking lot. He's in a... Yeah.
That area alone is really dense, but where they're going through right now is just, you have, neck high, and even higher underbrush. And
they're going in here.
It's hilly terrain.
In here.
It's really brutal to try to go and search through that area. So I can tell you that the sweep will be slow and thorough, is what they're going to have to do here.
Okay. So. I'm just looking at it like this.
And if anything, where I feel like we'd hear
you want to call 38
contact, if it shows up on the radio, it would be by a border, because you'd be flushed out. Because earlier, I think I texted you, or I may text you this. My dad, when he was pulling back in, he saw that by the entrance to our neighborhood, by the pond over there, he saw a bunch of guys, looked like marshals, or basically in the same years these guys were entering
the parking lot of 435 West Cedarville Road, 435 West Cedarville Road.
Which interested because that was not on the radio at all. So they were doing a search over there, and then shortly after that was when he was spotted by the person along Lenape Road. So, which means that he got spooked out of where he was hiding or sleeping at and ran over there where he was spotted, and then ran back in because of the police border they have around along 52.
Yeah.
And now we're here.
So they're doing a good job then, you know?
So that's kind of the rundown of how things ramped up to this point, at least.
Limits
and
is
would you
great
say
job.
It went from
Thank
0
you.
to 100 pretty quick as the officers arrived? Was it by the dozen when they got there?
It was first in maybe 3, then 4.
Within a matter of what, 5 minutes?
Going by. What?
Within a matter of 5 minutes, would you say it was a heavy presence?
Yeah, it was pretty heavy presence pretty quickly. Now, basically what I gather is that they basically called any on-duty officers that were within the vicinity over here right away. And so you're not going to have an instantaneous appearance
appearance of all the vehicles. There'll be a stream of them, basically based on proximity as they show up. And then I heard of a scanner they were calling in from other counties and whatnot. So here's a guy.
We're just listening in to what's happening on X, which is Twitter. I don't know when they're going to change the website. It's still twitter.com, but now known as X since Elon Musk bought it. And we're listening to a guy who lives, his name is Matt, I believe, talking to another guy called Nik. And, let me just see. Yes, and this guy, Matt, lives on Waterglen Drive, which is where you could see the police have swarmed the area. They talked about CERT going in, special emergency response team, right? They're going in. Night vision goggles, no one using flashlights. This is very serious. Very, very serious. Wildfire says this is a record. No. The record's 27,000 people in chat when it was the Brian Koberger arrest press conference. That was insane. Susie said, thanks for your dedication. G, best crime channel ever. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Stuff make out, that's a red vehicle. They even have fire police here. So, as I said, they have called in anybody in the vicinity nearby, so.
We're just listening again there. We're still listening to the scanner all the time. Okay, Tracy Whittington said, I tried to explain last night, marshals are the ones to do this. This is what they do, and they're very good at it. They never have to ask to use lethal force as part of the algorithm. Thank you, Tracy. They did say if he doesn't surrender, they're authorized to use deadly force, and yeah, the U.S. Marshals don't play around. But when it's a wooded area, we know it can be difficult, as we saw for the search for Brian Laundrie. Damn, they searched for weeks. So many resources. It was a flooded area, though. They couldn't get to some areas. And eventually it was Brian Laundrie's parents who found his skeletal remains. So sometimes it can be very difficult. But I really hope, because this guy, we can assume he's still alive and running around, especially if there was a 911 call earlier, which we heard on the police scanner. Well, I don't know if you heard it. I wasn't live yet. I was listening all day since I last saw you after the press conference, listening in to the police scanners and all. And they said there was a 911 call. Somebody had spotted him, this escaped murderer, running in the woods. They called it in. Law enforcement reacted real quick, so they know he's in this area, which again, is just mind-boggling to think he's just in this area the whole time, which tells me, okay, so they probably really have they've locked him into that 1 to 2 mile radius. Probably changing shifts all the time. Maybe that's also why that helicopter goes up and down to Chester County Prison, fetching some new people, just don't know. Okay, so, Dem Rogers like, I think she wanted to see where you live. Well, you can on Patreon. Patreon is, go to my website, grizzlytruecrime.com. You can find all the ways to support the work I do. And on Patreon, I show you forest walks. I've shown you Kekenoff with all the tulips. I've shown you like zoos and museums and all sorts of things. So if you want a more here and there behind the scenes look at what I do and my office space and Fury and all that kind of stuff, Patreon. Okay, and it's like $1 for a whole month. That's where it starts at. Okay, so thank you so much, everyone. Thanks for your questions. And I've still got a bunch of emails to work through, and I've got to do some timestamps. So I will see you in the next one. Just wait 1 second. No, nothing happening there. I will see you in the next one, okay? Thank you, mods. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much to all my patrons, all my members, all the new subscribers. Welcome to you. Welcome to the Grizzly True Crime community. I hope that you'll really enjoy it here with us and become an OG, an original Grizzly. Hopefully in a year from now, you're part of the OGs that were there. Like I could say a year ago, we saw you in chat. It's always nice seeing familiar faces. And thanks for all the stickers and everything. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.